Muletrain.
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, January the 27th, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Georgia Pena, a beloved retired Muleshoe educator, died Tuesday afternoon at her home here in Muleshoe. She was reared in Fort Sumner, New Mexico, where she met and married Benny Pena. She was the director of the Muleshoe ISD migrant program for many, many years. Before that, she was a classroom teacher in the Muleshoe schools. Georgia Pena was a very faithful member of the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe and was a wonderful Sunday school teacher, teaching for years a couples class. I remember one time she went to a roping with her husband Benny in Raton, New Mexico, and she got in the wee hours of the morning on Sunday, but she was Johnny on the spot to teach her Sunday school class that morning. And also, she was an excellent teacher. Whatever she did, Georgia Pena did it well. She was also named as the Beta Sigma Phi Woman of the Year. She was married to Benny Pena for over 50 years. He preceded her in death March 11th, 2011. She also was preceded in death by a daughter, Patty, who died in November of 1990. Survivors are 3 children, 2 daughters, Kathy and Christy, and a son, Benny Ray, and several grandchildren. Please remember all of the family of Georgia Pena, who died Tuesday afternoon at her home here in Muleshoe following a very lengthy illness. Funeral services for Pamela Miller, 66, of Muleshoe, will be held on Thursday morning at 11 at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, where she was a member, with her pastor, Dr. Stacy Connor, officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park, and afterwards the family will return to the Fellowship Hall of the First Baptist Church, where a meal will be served to 90 to 100 family members. Pam died on Sunday morning at her home here in Muleshoe in her sleep. She was born April the 3rd, 1949 in Littlefield to Lowell Irvin and Dorothy Perry St. Clair. They owned and operated St. Clair's department store on Main Street in Muleshoe. She graduated from Muleshoe High School and married Mike Miller in Columbia, Missouri on November the 4th, 1967. Pamela and Mike had been married 48 years. She lived in Muleshoe all of her life. She was a member of the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, Beta Sigma Phi sorority, which was very important to her, and the Eastern Star chapter in Muleshoe. Pamela was preceded in death by her parents, Dorothy and Irvin St. Clair of Muleshoe, and her brother, Kelly. Survivors are her husband, Mike, of the home, 3 sons, Kurt Miller and his wife, Felinda, of Muleshoe, Scott Miller and his wife, Christy, of Lasbuddy, and John Colby Miller and his wife, Mitzi, of Lubbock. Her daughter is Christine Isaacson and her husband, Dieter, of Muleshoe, a brother, Johnny St. Clair, of Lubbock. 12 grandchildren also survive Pamela Miller. They are John Ryan, Lauren, Jack, and James Isaacson, Dylan, Kendall, Ava, Rayleigh, Presley, Avery, Lane, Ella, and Max Miller. The family suggests that memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Memorial Park, Box 373 here in Muleshoe. Our zip is 79347. Online condolences be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please remember all of the family of Pamela Miller in your prayers, and repeating, she was 66 years of age when she died at her home here in the Muleshoe area on Sunday morning very suddenly. The funeral services will be held at 11 Thursday morning at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe with her pastor, Dr. Stacy Connor, officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park, and lunch will be served in the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall for about 90 to 100 family members. Funeral services for Mark Foster, 56, of Atchison, Kansas, formerly of Lasbuddy, will be held Thursday afternoon at 3 at Ellis Funeral Home Chapel here in Muleshoe with Dr. Stacy Connor, pastor of First Baptist Church of Muleshoe. He was a brother of Steve Foster of the Lasbuddy community. Mark Foster died Sunday in Amarillo. He was born November 21st, 1959 in Freona to Ben Demp and Anita Neitz Steinbach Foster. He married Deborah Lentz in Atchison, Kansas, October the 20th, 2012. Mark Foster enjoyed playing golf and was a talented artist. He was a member of the Lutheran Church. He was preceded in death by his parents, Mr. and Ms. Demp Foster of the Lasbuddy community. Survivors are his wife, Deborah, his son, Craig Foster of Amarillo, his daughter, Amanda Brazelton of Omaha, Nebraska, two brothers, Tim Foster of Lubbock and Steve Foster of the Lasbuddy community. His granddaughter is Carissa Brazelton. Please remember all of the family of Mark Foster in your prayers. Online condolences may be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, Mark Foster died on Sunday morning in Amarillo at the age of 56. He lived in Atchison, Kansas, but was formerly from Lasbuddy. The funeral services will be held Thursday afternoon at 3 at Ellis Funeral Home Chapel here in Muleshoe with Dr. Stacy Connor, pastor of First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, officiating. Funeral services for Rosemary Rangel, 62, of Muleshoe, were held at 11 Wednesday morning at Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Burial was in the Bailey County Cemetery under the direction of Ellis Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Rosemary died Saturday in Lubbock following a very lengthy illness. She was born October 19, 1953 in Little Rock, Arkansas, to Jose and Aurora Maria de Leon Hernandez. She married Felipe Rangel in Bayer County, Texas, and that was on October 4th, 1973. Rosemary Rangel was a member of the New Covenant Church here in Muleshoe. She was preceded in death by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jose Hernandez. Survivors are her husband, Felipe, of the home here in Muleshoe, two sons, Juan Arthur Rangel and his wife Lucinda, and Martin Gabriel Rangel, all of Muleshoe. Her daughter is Rosalinda Amelia Quintanilla of Alamo, Texas. There are 4 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. You can send sympathy messages to ellisfuneralhomes.com for the Rangel family. Please remember all of Rosemary Rangel's family in your prayers, and repeating, she died last Saturday in Lubbock following a very lengthy illness, and the funeral services were held at 11 on Wednesday morning at Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Billy Morrison of Wheeler, formerly of Muleshoe, who was reared here, funeral services will be held at 11 Saturday at the First Baptist Church of Wheeler. He died last Friday. His wife, Betty, died just recently last year. Please remember all of the family of Billy Morrison. The Morrison edition of Muleshoe was built by his father. Repeating, Billy Morrison of Wheeler, formerly of Muleshoe, who was reared here, a Muleshoe High School graduate's funeral will be at 11 Saturday morning at the First Baptist Church in Wheeler. 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications now brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Soudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. The high in Muleshoe on Tuesday was 46 degrees, and the low was 14 degrees. And at 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning, it was still 14 degrees. And now a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Sunny today on Wednesday with a high near 56 degrees for the Muleshoe area. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then mostly clear tonight. Low around 22. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Thursday, high near 61 degrees. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming south-southwest later Thursday afternoon. Mostly clear Thursday night. Low around 30 degrees. Sunny on Friday, high near 69 degrees. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then mostly clear Friday night, low around 34. Sunny on Saturday, high near 70 degrees. Breezy with the west wind 15 to 25 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday night, low around 39. Sunny on Sunday, high near 66 degrees. West winds around 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear Sunday night, low around 36. And repeating our forecast for today on Wednesday for the Muleshoe area, sunny, high near 56, west winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, mostly clear tonight, low around 22, west winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then Thursday, sunny, high near 61, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming south-southwest Thursday afternoon, mostly clear Thursday night, low around 30, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
It had warmed up at 11 o'clock here in Muleshoe to 41 degrees from the 14 degrees that we experienced on Wednesday morning at 7. The Muleshoe Mules won their 4th district game in 3-2A over Shallowater on Tuesday night, beating the Mustangs 38-36 in a thrilling game. Congratulations to the Mules on another district victory. They have a perfect season. And the Shallowater girls beat the Lady Mules 61-32 on Tuesday night in their district game. You can find stories about both of these games on our Twitter, found on the front page left-hand corner of our website, muleshoetv.com. On Friday night, the JV Lady Mules beat Tulia Lady Hornets 41-35. The individual scores for the Lady Mules JV team: L. Barrera 15, N. Rojas 7, M. Melendez 6, B. Velasquez put in 4 points, C. Cage 3, B. Barone also 3, and V. Ambrose made 3 points. Congratulations to the JV Lady Mules on their victory. One of their players, Noah Rojas, said, she's only a sophomore, we had some really good defense and we ran our plays well. And Coach Edie Niblett said, our JV team executed our offense very well the entire game, and it showed by each quarter score. We allowed them to only outscore by 2 in the fourth quarter. Our defense was sharper than we had been in the last couple of basketball games. Noah Rojas and Lily Barrera came alive on offense and scored when we really needed a basket. Overall, good game. We play better when we are on defense and aggressive. Great game, girls, from Coach Niblett. And we'll be back with more Muletrain news and announcements in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Leal's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Leal's in Muleshoe is the original Leal's Mexican restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Leal's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
And this edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where you can show your school spirit now with the First Bank School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card. Go by 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe. The new School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available for the Muleshoe Mules, available now at First Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Your Valentine gift-giving headquarters is 401 South First Street. Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe. They have Circle E candles, art hearts, wooden art, and much more, perfect for Valentine's Day. Also perfect for him, Charbroil grills, 4-burner gas grills, Traeger grill smokers, wood pellet grills, Weber black kettle grills, and more at Frying Cox. Also, don't forget they're your Forney welding tools and accessories headquarters here in Muleshoe. Cutting and grinding wheels, wire wheels, cut brushes, welding rod, and MIG wire, oxygen acetylene products. And don't forget, Forney also carries soldering supplies for electrical, plumbing, and general purposes, all right here in Muleshoe, 401 South First Street, Frying Cox.
The Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation will meet in regular session on Thursday at 5:30 at the City Hall in the council chambers here, and they will consider continuation of services with the retail coach. There will also be a closed session during which they will deliberate regarding the economic development negotiations with Shopco Stores Operating Company, LLC. And then there will be administrative reports in open session on finances and upcoming events, according to Casey Coker, director of the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation. The Board of Directors of the Muleshoe Area Hospital District will meet also in regular session on Thursday night at 6 in the dining room of the hospital. And among the items on the agenda will be consider election contract with the city of Muleshoe, order the general election to be held on May the 7th, and the Muleshoe Area Hospital District property general liability insurance renewal will be discussed. Financial and statistical reports will be given, administrative reports. There will also be an executive session and consultations with an attorney. Action will be taken in open session if needed, according to Jody Vidana, the administrative assistant at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The Oklahoma Lane United Methodist Church will celebrate their 90th anniversary on Sunday. The Oklahoma Lane Methodist Church was established on January the 31st, 1926. The morning worship service will be held, and following that at 11 there will be Sunday school, and then the youth of the church will host a spaghetti luncheon to make funds to go to church camp this summer, according to Kenetha Foster. The Lana Estacada Cotton Conference, conducted by Texas A&M Agri-Life Extension Service in Bailey County, is set for this coming Monday at the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe, with registration starting at 8:30 and the program to follow at 9. Curtis Preston, Bailey County Agri-Life Extension agent, said the conference will target cotton producers in the High Plains and provide them with timely information about crop management and industry issues. 4 Texas Department of Agriculture continuing education units will be offered. Registration at the door is $15. For more information, you can call 806-272-4583, the Bailey County Agri-Life Extension Agent's office here in Muleshoe. And this cotton conference is Monday at 8:30, registration at the Civic Center. St. Anne's Catholic Church of Bovina will serve their annual German sausage dinner on Sunday at 11:30 until 2 at St. Anne's Parish Hall on 3rd Street in Bovina. They will serve homemade German sausage, creamed potatoes with gravy, also green beans, homemade sauerkraut, cranberry sauce, relish plate, both homemade bread and desserts, tea and coffee. Donations are asked $12 for adults, and children under 6, $5. Takeout plates will be available at no additional charge, and sausage will also be sold the day of St. Anne's Parish Hall's big German sausage dinner, or you can order it in advance from parish members, according to Joanne McDonald. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
You're invited to Reshaping Your Health. It'll be presented on Thursday, January 28th, right here in Muleshoe at K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard, from 6:30 until 7:30 that evening this Thursday here in Muleshoe. Seating is limited, but plenty of standing room is available. It'll be presented by Alyssa Lopez and Miranda Thorne, with translation by Lorena Mesa for non-English speaking attendee. For more information, you can contact K&K Pharmacy, 806-272-7511. That's Reshaping Your Health, a free seminar being presented by Alyssa Lopez, Miranda Thorne, with translation by Lorena Mesa for non-English speaking attendees. It'll be held here in Muleshoe at K&K Pharmacy this Thursday, January 28th, from 6:30 until 7:30 in the evening. Again, for more information, you can call them 806-272-7511. The winter clearance sale continues in Clovis at BK Boutique, where all their clothing is marked down 30 to 60% off. That's 200 East 21st Street. BK Boutique. Again, their winter clearance sale continues this week with all their clothing 30 to 60% off. Call 575-762-1848. Speak with Beth or Betty. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, where their winter clearance sale sale continues at BK Boutique. All clothing 30 to 60% off at 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico. The swing bed program is now available at the Muletrain Medical Center for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. Call today for more information about the swing bed program, 806-272-4524. The Muletrain Medical Center is located at 708 South 1st Street right here in Muleshoe, Texas.
Kalana Burdell is the winner of the Muleshoe Independent School District Spelling Bee, and she will go on to represent Muleshoe in the Spelling Bee of the region in Lubbock later. Kalana is the daughter of Josiah and Renata Burdell. And the alternate from Muleshoe ISD is Zabri Hasloff. Both girls are fifth graders at Mary D. Shazo Elementary School. Zabri is the daughter of Derek and Tia Hasloff. Now, be sure and watch on the front page of our MuleshoeTV.com website the Muleshoe Spelling Bee that was held on Monday, and then last weekend the highlights of the Bailey County Junior Livestock Show. Congratulations to a Muleshoe High School graduate, Wayne Bristow, who received the coveted Baptist General Convention of Oklahoma's Lifetime Achievement in Evangelism Award Monday night at an evangelism conference. We are very proud of him. Please remember on your prayer list Gloria Shepler's family of Grapevine. Her funeral was held on Monday afternoon, and she was the mother of Gina Martis of Muleshoe. Remember Eddie Alvarado, who is returned home after successful surgery and will be undergoing therapy now. Janie Carpenter, the wife of Joseph Carpenter, who also last Thursday had surgery. Continue to remember Carol and Terry Precure, who lost their business in a fire last week. Also remember these families who have lost loved ones. Jim Hale, 90, of Muleshoe. Nelda Gatewood, 76, of Hamilton, the wife of Engel Gatewood. They both formerly lived here in Muleshoe and were married February 28, 1958 in Muleshoe. She was the sister-in-law of J.C. Gatewood of Muleshoe. The family of 25-year-old Kyle Ratliff of Amarillo, the grandson of Alvalee Peeler of Hereford, formerly of Muleshoe. Robert Hooten, Cameron Nix, son of Tim Nixes of Sudan, and he is a Muleshoe High School 2000 graduate. Wendell Clayton of Earth. Clyde Vaughn of Tuya, father of Debbie Hutto of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe. His cancer has returned. Mary Janice Brantley of Muleshoe, who is recuperating from another foot surgery. Violet Dean. Kelsey Beggs, granddaughter of Frank McCamish of Muleshoe, is on a mission trip in Greece at the present time. Jerry and Bill Savuto of McKinney, formerly of Muleshoe. Little Reed Markle and his family. Pat Prater. Judy Griswold, who had bypass surgery. And Zora Reynolds of Muleshoe needs to remain on our prayer list, along with little 10-year-old Hannah Simmons.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it on our website, MuleshoeTV.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. A chicken story in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. Check them out online at www.bcecoop.com, 806-272-4504, owned by those that they serve. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
A chicken was a valuable commodity during the early 30s.
When it got to where it didn't lay eggs, you just ate it.
Myron Crawford of Mineral Wells has written about Depression days. When he was a boy, a friend came over to visit Myron and his brother.
He said, I'm going to picture show this evening. Why don't you boys go with me? Well, we don't have any money to go picture show, and Mama was hearing us through the open door there, and so anyway, well, he said, I sure wished you would go. Said they have a real good cereal on that you'd enjoy. Shortly after he left, well, Mama went out there and took some cornbread and started crumbling it up for the chickens, and so we said, well, Mama, we thought those chickens wasn't big enough to fry yet, and she said, well, we're going to do something else. So she caught a couple of those fryers and put them under a tub. She's going to let us go to picture show. So we started into town with our friend next door there to go to that picture show. And brother, he was walking along carrying that chicken by its feet. And then we went into what they call a produce house back in that day and time. And the produce house is where they bought butter and milk and eggs and live chickens. And when you went down and bought you a chicken back in that day and time, well, you didn't buy a dressed chicken. You'd just pick out, well, I want that one, and usually you'd carry it home alive. So the fellow said, well, boys, them chicken not very heavy. They don't have a lot of meat on them. Said, I can't give you very much for them. Said, I'll give you 40 cents. And my brother gasped, and he thought we were fixing to back out. And he said, all right, I'll give you 45. So for the two chickens, we got 45 cents, and for a dime each, we went into the picture show, and then wouldn't buy any candy or popcorn with our money, but we had about 15 cents left over, and we went by the store and bought some flour. Well, now this older boy that was with us, he thought we was crazy, wasting that good candy popcorn money to buy flour. He said, what are you doing that for? I said, your mom would have never known. He said, no, but them biscuits going to taste awful good. And he said, you mean to tell me that you haven't got any flour? And said, no, we've been eating cornbread for a good while for breakfast. So that made it taste real good, them biscuits.
Myron Crawford of Mineral Wells. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, right here in Muleshoe in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. He can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Wednesday, January the 27th, 2016 at 11:50 a.m.
This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, a member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks opened lower this morning, erasing a portion of yesterday's gain on disappointing earnings outlooks and as investors await the Federal Reserve's first monetary policy decision of the year. Anxiety about global growth continues, fueled by China's slowdown and the weak economy prices, as the S&P 500 is on pace for its worst January since 2009. In earnings news, 2016 outlooks from Apple and Boeing are below expectations. Bond prices are trading slightly higher this morning. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is consumer staples, while the worst performing sector is technology. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 21 points to 16,188. The S&P 500 index is up 7 points to 1,911. And the NASDAQ Composite Index is down 15 to 4,551. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is high with 469 million shares traded. Advancers are outnumbering decliners by roughly a 3-2 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $3 to $1,116. The spot price of silver is down 6 cents to $14, and crude oil prices are down 23 cents to $31. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.81%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2%. In stocks of local interest, 3M Company is up $2.69 to $147.47. ConocoPhillips is up $1.38 to $36.73. Verizon is up 88 cents to $49.13. Procter & Gamble is up 89 cents to $79.70. Berkshire Hathaway is up 69 cents to $126.58. Dow Chemical is up 37 cents to $42.83. Xcel Energy is up 29 cents to $37.06. Pfizer is up 22 cents to $30.89. Walt Disney is down 26 cents to $36.03. And Apple is down $4.53 to $95.46. This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.